this week's Parsha, the Torah teaches us about the special qualities of the land of Israel. In fact, the Torah contrasts the special qualities of Eretz Yisrael, the land of Israel, with the land of Egypt. Keep in mind that Egypt was the land that the Jews were familiar with at that time, because the Jews had left Egypt prior to entering the desert on their journey en route to the land of Israel. So the Torah contrasts the land of Israel with the land of Egypt in the following way. The Torah says that when you plant something in Egypt, you've got no worries, because you plant a seed and the Nile, the mighty river Nile, will come and irrigate your field in the land of Egypt. However, in the land of Israel, which you are about to enter, when the farmer goes and plants a seed, Limtar hashamayim tishtamayim, the Torah tells us that it would only be watered by the rain coming down from the sky. And the Torah says precisely because of that is why you should prefer the land of Israel. Which leaves us kind of puzzled, because I would much rather prefer to be in an environment like Egypt where you don't have to do much work. You just plant your seed and there's no worries, no anxiety, because we know we have the Nile there. We know there's a constant blessing, like the Nile, that will just irrigate our seeds and turn into beautiful vegetation. Whereas in Israel, on the other hand, there's a lot of anxiety once things have been planted. Will it rain? Will it not rain? Will the rain be enough? Will it be plentiful or not? And there's so much anxiety in Israel. And then when it finally rains, everyone's happy, but many times there's a drought. And there is no rain. And the economy is depressed because things aren't growing. So why in the world would one prefer to be in an environment like Israel versus an environment like Egypt? The Torah is teaching us something very profound, and that is because when there's a lack of rain in Israel, one is compelled to pray for the rain. One is compelled to go and connect with God and ask Him for rain. In Egypt, one has no such worries. A person can live a life without connecting to God because we have the Nile that will save us. Whereas in Israel, a person must have a connection to God in order to pray, in order to have that rain. And precisely because of that, the Torah tells us the land of Israel is so precious. Folks, we are engaged in prayer many times. And many times we wonder, are we just saying words? How do we know this is meaningful in any way? The Torah teaches us about the land of Israel. The reason why it was so special, has such a meaningful quality, is because we can have that special connection with God. And that's what prayer is about. Prayer is not about just saying words. Prayer is about having a meaningful connection with God and communicating with Him. I think that's a wonderful lesson to emulate from this week's Parsha. Have a wonderful Shabbos.